Hello and welcome to Travel Market Life. In this episode, we're going to be looking at social media trends in travel and hospitality.
Welcome to Travel Market Life, your companion for industry insights and professional business development. Travel Market Life. Join us by webcast, video or podcast.
I'm with Andy Whiteside, the Director of Digital Communications at 80 Days. So what are the key trends within social media for the hospitality industry?
I think my number one tip is to get onto TikTok. Luxury hotels, luxury hoteliers, they're reticent to get on that channel, especially at senior level. There's a feeling that that channel is really for kids and that their consumer is not really on TikTok. I've been doing some really interesting research work with the head of travel at TikTok, and we're going to be presenting a report in a couple of weeks at another conference. And it's really interesting to see that the luxury consumer is not only on TikTok, but actively demanding content from luxury brands. So yeah, TikTok, I can see some of the big players are already adopting it. Six Senses are doing a good job. Four Seasons are doing a great job. But when it comes to the independent hotelier, especially when the decisions are made at a more senior level, TikTok's one of those channels that people seem to be watching and waiting. And the other reason why TikTok is so important is it's become the new search engine for hotels. Google's not dead, but if you want to find specific content for a hotel you're staying in, you're more likely to find it on TikTok than you are on Instagram these days. Case in point, I was staying at a hotel in Nice a couple of weeks ago. There was a specific room category I wanted to stay in. Their website didn't represent that category very well in terms of photography and video. I couldn't find any reels on Instagram. Quick search on TikTok, 12 really good room tours of the exact room category I was looking to stay in. So yeah, TikTok, it's a powerful search engine for hoteliers, and your customers are there.
What other trends do you see happening in the market as we move into 2025?
Can I set a trend?
You are more than welcome to.
So I want everybody to get back on YouTube. YouTube came out in 2005. Everybody got super excited. All hotels created a YouTube page, hired an expensive videographer to create like a hero film, and maybe added a few other videos and some badly organized playlists. Because we've moved away from holding our phones horizontally and we're all holding them vertically now to create TikToks and Reels, YouTube's kind of got forgotten. And, you know, to remind everybody, it's still the second biggest search engine in the world. It's still a really powerful tool for people who are searching for your product, your hotel. And in my experience, most of the clients who come to me, all eyes are on Instagram. Facebook plays second fiddle. People are kind of wondering whether to get onto TikTok. But when I go to their YouTube channels, I see old videos that don't represent the hotel very well. People don't really understand YouTube Shorts are just as powerful as Reels and TikToks. And I just see endless, old, forgotten, dusty YouTube channels. If you're making Reels and you're making TikToks in 9:16 format, you may as well upload it as a YouTube Short. It's exactly the same format. I think the ROI for YouTube is vastly underestimated. And yeah, my top tip is turn your attention back to the first channel that you set up, because YouTube came before any of them.
Now, there's also the role of, as you say, that search of social today. That's really sort of dominating how people are finding products and services. What about the role of search? How is that changing?
So search is changing. You and I are of the generation pre-internet, pre-smartphone, pre-typing search. But the idea of typing for search is really going to become redundant soon. It's estimated 40 to 50% of all Western households have an Alexa or an Echo or a Google device. Certainly everybody has Siri on their iPhones. Voice activated search is a big trend for next year. Really, really important to understand that your customers, especially of the future, are not typing long, complicated keywords into a search engine to try and find you. They are literally saying, hey, Alexa, what's the best hotel to stay in Nice? Alexa only knows to return results from hotels that have actually taken the time to optimize their websites for voice search. So yeah, voice search, big trend.
Now, I mean, social marketing, everything else that hotels need to manage is a big job. Should they be outsourcing it?
A lot of the bread and butter at 80 Days where I work is actually retainers for clients where we run their social media channels. And obviously we do a good job. And I would never say no to a retainer. I would never say no to a client who wanted their social media revamping. However, the best social media, I think, is usually run in-house. Sometimes it's a time thing. Sometimes it's a resource thing. But if you have the time and you have the resources, I think the most important thing to do is to invest in training for the person who's doing that. In my experience, it's often the most junior Marcom who's handed the social media channels. They're often at the very beginning of their career, in their early 20s, coming straight out of university, and they're expected to be world-class photographers, videographers, creative and technical buffs. So we have a product at 80 Days called Hotel Social. It's a digital academy we've created exclusively for the hospitality industry, a little bit like the Open University. We have open classes where people join their peers and competitors and learn about social media and digital marketing. So that's what we're doing, but in general, invest in training, because social media is your shop window. And why would you trust your shop window to somebody who doesn't have the skills to dress it properly?
Excellent. Andy, thank you very much indeed.
You're really welcome.
This has been Travel Market Live. You've been listening to social media trends for 2024-2025. Thanks ever so much, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.
For more, go to Travel Market Life. The music sensation by Zach Nelson is reproduced under license from Storyblocks. Travel Market Life is a Haynes Marcoms digital marketing agency production, serving the travel and technology industries.